Watch your child flourish with these fun and easy social emotional activities that are easy to follow and that you can do at home. Welcome to Epic Mom Life. I am your host, Kara Peterson. This show is sponsored by The Possum's Tale, a unique book adventure for your 6 to 12-year-old child. Let's jump into today's show. You've heard of social emotional learning, and you really think you should try it, but you don't quite know how. Watch your child flourish with these fun and easy social emotional activities that are easy to follow and that you can do at home. They're all separated by grade level and age level. Research has shown that social emotional skills are just as important as your child's academic skills. These skills help your child build healthy relationships, manage emotions appropriately, and make responsible decisions. I can think of a couple bad decisions I've made. We are going to talk about some fabulous social emotional learning activities you can do at home that target different elementary age groups. Just for a recap, what is social emotional learning? This may be a step backwards for many since you already know what SEL is. However, it is the foundation. Lately, the very definition has been played with and massaged to stand with political platforms. SEL is not a political platform. If you want all of the details, the research, the definitions, please go to my article dedicated just on social emotional learning. The link is in the notes. In a nutshell, social emotional learning is just 5 things. Yep, 5 things, that's it. Self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, relationship skills, and that responsible decision-making. What are the benefits of my child participating in social emotional learning? Seriously, you are busy. Whether you are homeschooling and are considering the many different curricula choices, or whether you are looking at the windows, very small windows, of after school time, there just never seems to be enough time. You want to reach out to your child with valuable and worthwhile teachings. Studies have shown that social emotional learning activities, not typical academic pursuits, are playing a crucial role in student mental health, self-image, and overall child well-being. SEL also helps improve your social skills. Activities help children grow in areas such as communication, cooperation, and conflict resolution. All of these are super valuable in the workplace and in your relationship skills. They reduce stress levels. Recent data shows that the anxiety in our children is at an all-time high. Discovering ways to reduce this is especially important. Many emotional development activities focus on relaxation, breathing techniques, mindfulness, and self-reflection. All of these have been found to reduce stress levels in children and adults. Increased resilience. How do we help our children become more resilient? This is a question asked again and again. Social emotional activities can give your child the ability to cope with adversity, and it gives them a toolbox, if you will, for ways to bounce back from setbacks, and we're all sure to have setbacks. Tips for creating successful social emotional learning activities at home. So even if you do some research and preparation to find fabulous social emotional learning activities, you may not get the umphs you wanted to get from them. Here are tips to get the most from your social emotional learning activities at home. Set clear goals. Many of these activities are fun and not intended to be lessons. However, each one does have a goal. Friendship bracelets, for example. They are a craft. There's lots of fun to make. You get to do your colors. This is a lot of fun. But to give this more power on the SEL scale, you will want to set your goal clearly on what it means to be a friend. What characteristics do you look for or want in a friend? Understand your goal for the fun activity so that you stay focused on what you're actually trying. Include everyone. Be home next or a neighbor be dropping by. Children and adults can benefit from these activities. Let's face it, Self-awareness is the first level of SEL, so it's supposedly one of the easier ones to achieve. And I have met many adults who simply were not self-aware. It can actually be a really difficult topic at sometimes. You are talking about feelings at the very first level. What are you feeling? Why do you feel this way? Emotions can sometimes be really unpleasant. Learning to navigate conversations and resolve conflicts in a respectful manner is incredibly difficult at the best of times. I'm trying not to laugh because we are not figuring it out at all as a society right now. Your child will need to be able to look towards you to lead them through and to stay positive when the area they are focusing on can seem daunting. Be flexible. SEL is like sex talks. I like planning social emotional activities. I like knowing my goal. I was the sex educator in my home. It would have been so much easier if I could have always planned those conversations out. But both SEL and sex talks are crucial during the development of our children. Neither are a one and done type of conversation or activity. Some can be planned, yet the best, the most memorable, and the most meaningful ones are the ones that are the spur of the moment, that are brought on by an outside catalyst. Know the 5 social emotional learning objectives. Know the skills within each of them. Watch for the opportunities when you are able to teach, counsel, or turn an activity into a wow, this is kind of like moment. There are numerous benefits to participating in social emotional learning activities with your children at home. I applaud you for even being aware of what SEL is and recognizing that you can make this your own. To ease the transition from knowledge that SEL exists to what it is to I want to do some social emotional learning activities at home, I put together a list of great activities that you can do at home by grade level. Keep in mind, many of these can be done at different age levels, and a lot of them can be repeated. You can also add to them to make them a little more poignant at age appropriate for older children. Have fun. Kindergarten, feelings collage. Create a collage using pictures, words, and colors to represent different emotions. Daily emotional check-in. Teach your child how to use the collage daily for an emotional check-in. Other members of the family can use it as well to encourage open conversations about feelings about their day. It also teaches us to listen to each other about that. Emotional charades. Take turns acting out different emotions while others must guess which emotion is being portrayed. Yoga for kids. Follow along with an online yoga program designed for children to promote mindfulness and relaxation. Emotions memory game. Create a memory game with cards featuring different emotions and play together. You can take this up a step by having the emotion image on one card and the written emotion word that matches it on another. And this just encourages reading skills, which I love. Introduce collaborative strategy games. Help your child with early strategy and problem-solving skills through games. I love Hoot Owl Hoot for this age group. First grade, kindness chain. Cut strips of paper and write acts of kindness on each one, and then link them together in a chain. Take this further for the older children, and they only create the link when they have completed that act of kindness. So it becomes a kindness chain of fabulous acts they have completed. It's kind of like a trophy, if you will, and an awareness of amazing things that they are. It's their kindness. Emotional sorting. Collect pictures of people showing different emotions and sort through them in categories. You can go through magazines, that kind of thing. Positive notes. Write kind and encouraging notes to family members and leave them around the house. Mindful coloring. There are all kinds of coloring books out there. Use coloring books or printable sheets to practice focus and relaxation. Gratitude jar. Decorate a jar and write down things that you are grateful for in each other, and each day fill it. Second grade, emotional bingo. Create a bingo game with various emotions and have children identify and mark the corresponding emotion. Feeling sculpture. Use clay or Play-Doh to sculpt different emotions and talk about them. Friendship bracelets. Make friendship bracelets and discuss the qualities of a good friend. Interestingly, did the color selection evoke specific emotion? Empathy walk. Take a walk where you will see people and encourage your child to observe others and talk to you about the emotions they see in others. Emotional weather report. Draw a weather symbol on a chart to represent how you are feeling each day and discuss why. Third grade, emotions detective. Watch TV shows or movies and discuss the emotions and motivations of the characters. What is the body language or hints your child is picking up on to determine the character's emotion? Kindness challenge. Create a kindness challenge board and encourage your children to perform small acts of kindness each day. I have in the notes a kindness challenge of 100 acts of kindness for you, so be sure to check that out. Mindful listening. Choose a calming piece of music and practice active listening, discussing the emotions the music evokes. You can take this a step further and find different types of music, listen, and determine the different emotions evoked. This is actually why I would use different types of music for my free writes, and I'll have a link to that as well. Emotional art expression. Use various art mediums to create artwork that represents different emotions and explain the process or why each art represents which feelings. Feelings check-in. Create a daily routine check-in where children can share their emotions safely with a family member. Problem-solving scenarios. Present hypothetical scenarios and encourage children to brainstorm solutions and consider the emotions involved. Fourth grade, growth mindset puzzles. Solve puzzles or brain teasers together to encourage a growth mindset and problem-solving skills. Reflection collage. Create a collage using images and words to reflect on personal growth and achievement. Mindful walks. Take mindful walks outside, paying attention to the sights, sounds, and feelings of the environment. Take mindful technology. Discuss the importance of mindful technology use. Have your child work on responsible decision-making about screen time and offline activities. There's a link to an article on that as well. Peaceful resolution. Have your child write down the problem they are having. This works great with siblings. Then write down possible solutions to this issue. They can write down advantages and disadvantages. The idea is to get a resolution to the problem so that each side feels heard and justly addressed. Fifth grade, emotion journaling. Keeping a journal is recommended for so many reasons for all children. I think almost the solution to almost every single problem is having a journal. If they also have a place to record their secrets, their anguish, their celebrations and thoughts, and then also become used to connecting the emotions that these events bring up in them, they may see patterns in the events and the emotions and possibly positive outcomes. Mindful breathing exercise. Practice various breathing techniques to find ones that work for your child and ones that they are able to use regularly for a moment of calm. Perspective-taking activities. Engage in discussions that encourage seeing situations from different perspectives. Positive affirmation. Create together or find positive affirmations that your child can use daily. Okay, positive affirmations, I sometimes think are kind of goofy. I know that they're the thing. I know there's research like crazy. I know that they're really great. I had difficulty with them. So I looked long, I looked hard, I thought long, I thought hard, and I created 36 positive affirmations that are designed to not be goofy. They're really, really simple. They're not flowery and all of that. They're not cheesy in my opinion. So they're things like, and they all start with today. Today I. So today I will be my best self. Today I will be a good friend. Today I am beautiful, or whatever it is. I have these. So those will be in show notes as well. Empathy stories. Learning empathy is a huge part of SEL, and it is something that most parents want their children to learn, but it can be really hard to teach. Reading books or short stories that explore characters with situations that evoke feelings of compassion and understanding is one of the best ways to do this. These are my 30 activities. I hope you love them. I hope you will tell me which ones that you loved. And the movie quote for this week is, "In the book of life, the answers aren't in the back." Charlie Brown. If you are hearing this message, you've listened to the entire episode. And for that, I want to send you a huge thank you. Please leave me a comment or review and share with other moms you know. Get in touch in the comments or on Kara's social media networks. See you next week for a new episode.